Alright, so in chapter 11 regression, let's see the first question, question number 10. Okay, using data from 12 European countries, it has been calculated that the correlation between the level of car ownership and the number of road deaths is 0.73. Which statement is correct from this event? Which of the statements should follow from this? Okay, so first of all, we should reflect what is correlation. You must have learned correlation is the letter R, representing the relationship between two or more variables. Two or more variables. Actually, mainly two variables. Okay. So, example, if we take the relationship between gas cooker sales and gas. If the gas cooker sales is high, increasing, or gas cooker demand is increasing, then gas demand will also increase because gas cooker can run with gas. Okay, they need gas now. So the demand for the gas also will increase. Now, if both are increasing, this situation is called a positive correlation. That means both are going up, both are increasing. This also increase, when this increase, this also increases. That type of relationship is known as a positive correlation. Okay. And how is positive correlation symbol as? It will have a maximum of 1 plus 1. Okay. It will have a maximum of plus 1. Let's take price of tables and demand of tables. Now, if the price of tables increases, the demand of table, will it increase or decrease? It will decrease. If it decreases, this now if one is increasing, the other one is decreasing. No? This type of relationship is called a negative correlation. A negative correlation symbolizes as minus 1. Now, how do we get the answer plus 1 or minus 1 or any decimals? We get the answer via a formula called R equals, it's there in your textbook, N into, I'm going to write sigma xy, yeah, minus sigma x into sigma y, isn't it? And the entire thing, if you divide it, it's there in your textbook, you should memorize. It's the square root of something. So, refer textbook, I would say, right? So now, okay, and there's another situation where this R value will be equal to 0. That means what type of situation it refers to? It refers to no correlation. Alright, no correlation happens, such as demand for books and price of ice cream. Doesn't have no ice cream prices increases. If the ice cream price increases, demand for books will not increase or decrease. No, it might be anything, right? So that's why there's no relationship between the book's demand and the ice cream prices, and therefore the correlation will be 0. So now the question. So 0.73 correlationship means It is close to 1. It's close to 1 if you draw in a number line. It's a plus answer. That's why I put it here, and also it is close to plus 1. So main thing is this plus. That means there's a positive correlation. Let's see. The level of car ownership and the number of road deaths. Obviously, because if we have lot of vehicles going on the road, then only there can be a road accident. Otherwise, there will be no accidents if there are no vehicles, isn't it? So let's read the statements. High levels of car ownership cause high levels of road deaths. Yeah, that's kind of true. But can't say exactly because not only cars cause the road accident, so we can't really say so. But let's see. There is a strong relationship between the level of car ownership and the number of road deaths. Well, that is something. Let's see the other one. There's a 53% variation in the level of road deaths from one country to the next and can be explained by the corresponding variation. No. This is happening, this type of explanation we can give where? When we have for the correlation, coefficient of determination. That is the R squared. Do you all remember? R squared. Correlation of determination. These two types of explanation. That means the variation. We take the variation and see the correlation of determination. We discussed this in the last part of our chapter. So therefore the answer will be 1 and 2 because they are reasonably okay. We can only say these two types of statements if they are asking for correlation and if they are given something like this. If they say coefficient of determination, this word. If they say coefficient of determination, then we can't make these two judgments. Sorry, we can't make these two judgments. We then should select some explanation of these in this style. Okay, so in the exam, be careful. If they give an explanation in this style, then you should be talking about a coefficient of determination, which is r to the power 2. But if it is talking about correlation, which is just r, then the only conclusion you can arrive is these two. Fine? Alright. So question 35. A company has a fleet of vehicles and is trying to predict the annual maintenance cost per vehicle. The following data have been supplied for a sample of vehicles. So these are the sample 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is the years, how long the vehicle has been used for 2 years, 8 years, 10 years and so forth. And then they are given the maintenance cost per year multiplied by 10. That means 60 multiplied by 10, it will be 600 likewise. Okay. So, using linear regression analysis, calculate the values of A and B in the equation y equal A plus bx. Okay. So, first we have to understand so first of all, we have some equation formats to follow when filling via regression analysis. Now for this equation y equal a plus bx, if you look at the linear regression tute, you will see b equals, they have given an equation that is n sigma xy minus sigma x multiplied by sigma y. Divide the entire thing by n into sigma x squared, that means to the power 2, You have to basically apply the formula and insert the figures. To the power 2 minus sigma x, and that to the power 2. Okay. Right. So that is the equation for B. And then x bar means mean of x. X bar is mean of x where x is the independent variable. Y bar is the mean of y where y is the dependent variable. Alright. And then A is equal to y bar minus B multiplied by x bar. Okay. Now we got our equations. Now we have to fill the gaps. First of all, you have to determine what is the x value here. So, x is the independent variable. What is the independent variable? Oh, they have clearly given that's the age. So, age in years. And y is the maintenance cost per annum. Okay. So, let's put up the data. X, xy, and what else do we need? Xy, then we need x to the power 2, this part. So everything put in a table format so that easy for you to calculate at one time, and then you can basically substitute the values. And then x bar and x. So that's fine. So let's put in the figures. It's 2868, 2868, 104426. 10, and y equals 60, 132, 100, 120, 150, 84, 90, 68, 104, 140. X squared therefore is 2 into 2 by itself, right? Because it's the square. So get it. Then we also need sigma x into sigma x y also we need. See the total of x into y. When I put x into y, that means x multiplied by y. Take the total. Now take the totals here. So, right. So let's name it. So this is, let's use the letter sigma. This is sigma x. This is sigma y. This is sigma x squared. And this is sigma xy. Now apply the formula. First of all, we have to find b. So b's formula is this. As I said in the beginning, the BL2 is all about formulas. So if you know your formula, you can do the exam very easily. Alright. So N is basically the number of items. Now how many items are here? 10. Then it will be 10 multiplied by sigma xy is 7092. That one minus sigma x is 60 multiplied by sigma y 1048. The entire thing we divide by n 10 multiplied by sigma x squared is 440 minus sigma x is 60, that to the power 2. Okay, so now solve for b. B will be therefore equal to 7092 multiplied by 10, that answer minus 60 multiplied by 1048 is 8040, that divided by 440 into 10 minus 60 into 60, 800. Therefore, B equals 8040 divided by 800, 10.05. Now let's find A. A is equal to y bar minus b into x bar. Now first we have to find what is y bar. Y bar is equal to sigma y divided by the total number of items. And x bar is equal to sigma x divided by the total number of items. So sigma y is basically 1048. And how many items do we have? How many y's? There are 10 y's. If you take the total of items, there are 10 y's. So here total of x is 60 divided by number of items 10. Therefore, the answer will be this divided by 10 is 10. 104.8. This divided by 10 is 6. Okay. Now find A. A will be equal to 104.8 minus B is 10.05 multiplied by x6, x bar actually. So the answer will be A is 44.5 and it's a plus. Okay, plus 44.5. Therefore, now let's substitute A and B to our initial format of equation, which is y equal A plus bx, where A is 44.5 plus B 10.05x. You can ignore the decimals too, but anyway, if they haven't given any option, better to put in with the decimal. So they have set to 2 decimal places. So we are right. So here it should be actually so 104.8 so into 6. So it's giving 44.5. But if there are more decimal places, we have to go for it. Maybe this has more decimal places. No. So there's only 2 there. Yeah. So basically it will be for A will be anyway 44.5 because there are no any other 2 decimal places. And B is in 2 decimal place 10.05. Alright. Let's go to the next question 36. So they are asking the equation to use for predicting the likely maintenance cost per vehicle per annum is, that means the equation that we found here. What is it? Y equals this one. And they are asking what will be Y and what will be X. We know Y is the, as given, the maintenance cost per annum. So this is pretty straightforward, but anyways, maintenance cost per year. And what is X? They have already given, but what is X? X is the age, the number of years. Right? Fine. Then let's see question number 37. If the correlation coefficient for two variables is minus 0.8, what is the coefficient of determination for the same two variables? I told you previously, correlation coefficient is simply R. Correlation of determination is R to the power 2. R R R to the power 2. So R currently is minus 0.8, but what will be the correlation of minus 0.8 into minus 0.8? 64 percentage. Okay, so that will be your answer. Or you can write 0.64. Better write 0.64, no need percentage, but when explaining with the other variable only we use the percentage thing as we discussed in at the last part of our lecture, but for now you can use 0.64. So with that we have touch base, correlation, coefficient of determination, how to read and decide the meaning of each we have discussed, and then we have discussed the calculation of main thing, linear regression line using the linear regression formulas. So mainly you got to remember the linear regression formula. Okay. So with that we finish chapter 11 and let's move to chapter 12.